Many often wonder, what does it take to become successful in the MyTeam community? The best way to find out is by looking at people who have found success and analyze what they did to get there. In this series, we will be doing just that. Welcome to Inside the Mind, Season 1, Episode 4. HenryTheBlasian, also known as HTB, has been making NBA 2K MyTeam content for years now. However, for the majority of his career, most of his private life and personal life has been pretty unwell known. Sometimes he would occasionally post a picture on Instagram or Twitter of himself, but outside of that, we did not get a full video face reveal until very recently, just this month. HTB in this video describes that he has some more opportunities coming up that required him to use a face cam and be face revealed. However, most of those opportunities are somewhat unknown as of now. Many other big MyTeam content creators often share details about their personal life, such as their hobbies or their job outside of 2K. However, HTB has hardly shared much at all. According to famousbirthdays.com, he was born in Kenya and has moved to Canada since then, which we do know from HTB. However, most info about him is rather unknown in relevance compared to other MyTeam content creators. Henry is one of the biggest MyTeam content creators of all of YouTube, with over 200,000 subscribers and good views to back that up. He is most known for posting gameplays on new cards right once they drop. He will sometimes do videos on pack openings as well, opening packs with VC or MT, and occasionally he will live stream on YouTube. However, he has recently said that he's thinking about making the jump to Twitch, but that is yet to come to fruition. HTB started his channel in 2017 and things looked very different back then.
Me to make these videos. I know 350 subscribers does not sound like much, but when you're starting off, just knowing that there's 350 people that want to see you and want to see your content, it just really means a lot. You feel good about it. So for the people that are up in the 100,000s, that must feel amazing, to almost feel like a star that you're supplying for all these people.
Henry was able to continue to grow his channel from that point by being incredibly consistent, uploading content with gameplays of new cards consistently, and bringing his fans what they wanted to see. It's pretty surefire that Henry will continue to grow on YouTube as he continues to improve his channel by doing things like adding a face cam and also attempting to widen his audience by potentially moving to Twitch. It is certain that Henry has an appetite to grow and will continue to feed it. Now, onto the gameplay. HTB is a very good MyTeam player, but he is not in the competitive scene whatsoever. When he is on court and building his lineup, he often has access to many of the top tier cards, which lets him pick and choose who he wants to use very often. He can normally get his shots with players that are very high caliber, but on his no money spent squad he just kinda uses anybody. On the court, Henry has an iconic playstyle. He is known for running plays, often using the Heat 13 playbook. He has a patient offense. In the settings, he does very meta things, and that's exactly what we're going to take a look at now as we dive into some gameplay of HTB. This gameplay comes from when HTB was 31-13 on his unlimited run. This gameplay is a little bit outdated, however it was the most recent I could find. He's starting off the game with Rudy Gobert glitched at center along with Pink Diamond Steph. Right off rip, we can see the play calling already showing up on his floor, so it is assumed that he already has equipped that in his settings pregame. He calls off the play and takes it in for the and one dunk before quickly hopping into his settings. The first thing he does is goes into his offensive settings where he turns on Hawks 2018 Freelance, which will help him get 5-out spacing, probably the most popular freelance He turns off Adaptive Coach Engine, so nothing changes mid-game on him without him doing it manually, and then he goes into his defensive settings where he turns his on-ball pressure to smothered and off-ball to tight, which is generally the most common defensive settings. First defensive possession, he is pretty much hard off-balling with his center, not really trying to bait any lanes or anything along those lines. However, he does almost nearly get a lane steal right here with Rudy Gobert. He had the right instincts, to be very honest. However, he just did not get the steal, and he ends up giving up a dunk. And now on his next offensive possession, we do get to see his famous play, the quick four horns flare out of the Miami 13 playbook. This is going to be a simple action where the person who sets the first screen takes an off-ball screen. He does have a look at the shot, however he flags it off and he ends up working the ball around a few more times and hits Kevin Durant for the green in the corner. He is now up 6-4 on his opponent. As we can see, out of the out-of-bounds plays, he's getting automatic play calls from his coach, which you don't see very often for most of the other people we've done inside the mines. Right here, he misses a very easy dump down pass to the wide open Kevin Durant under the hoop, ends up getting a bump steal off of him, and that is what separates him from most of the other people we have done inside the mines of. Now still 6-4, Henry has a fast break opportunity and actually makes a very, very nice move, Curry sliding into a long three-pointer to put him up 9-4. Looks very nice off of the Curry slide on that, and I need to give him props where credit is due. He also gets a very nice contest with Gobert and continues to run in transition, not going into any of his play call sets right off rip. He looks for an easy bucket, however it's not there, so he pulls it out. He's feeling hot with Curry, hits another slide, gets to the rack here, dishes down to Gobert, where he has a post-up opportunity and he gets it to go. Once again on offense, he opts not to go into any play calling sets this time, taking another simple pick and roll where he Curry slides away from the screen and gets the white to drop. That move is actually very, very, very nice. Curry sliding away from a screen, baiting his defender into the screen, moving away from it from the Curry slide, and getting the bucket. That does look very nice. However, on defense, he's making some awkward jumps here or there and continues to off-ball with his center the majority of the time, not doing anything special on the defensive end. He does give up the dunk from Dwight Howard, and now he gets him on the and one. Off of the inbound, you can see his opponent is zoning him, which is kind of throwing Henry for a loop as he decides to try and back down out of the corner with Blake Griffin. Works the ball around as these play calling things keep popping up for him. He finds Kevin Durant on the wing, however he gets a tough break shooting the white as he does not get the shot to go and calls a timeout. Off of the missed shot, Henry finds KD on the wing as he takes a three-pointer that he gets to go off of the slightly late. Looks like a very fluid fast break opportunity to me. And now back on defense, he is sitting paint with Rudy Gobert, sagging off of the opposing center, and he's going to bait him into throwing a pass here right once he switches off ball, and on the fast break he finds Jason Richardson for an easy dunk, and now he has quite a bit of momentum going up 25-16. On this possession, he continues to sit in the paint directly with his center off ball, and then he switches to Blake Griffin, and in this situation he needs to either commit to going for the pinch or he needs to protect the roller. However, he does neither of those and he gives up the lob dunk on the other end. Henry's opponent has now switched back into a man-to-man defense. I expected to see some more plays now that he's out of the zone, but instead he gets the one-handed dunk with Blake Griffin to go, which gets his lead up to 27-22. Not a super close game, but not exactly a comfortable lead either. He helps over from the corner with Kevin Durant and gives up the foul, putting the opposing Steph Curry on the free throw line. On this possession, he keeps the tempo up, throwing the ball to Blake. However, he pulls it out, slows it down, shows off his patient offense as he calls for a screen, takes the fading three with Kevin Durant, which he greens and gets to go, no problem. With the lead only being 2 points, he goes back to his old faithful quick four horns flare, his favorite play it appears, and he's going to find the perfect look off of this play, and I am just absolutely shocked he does not take this shot. However, he gets to the rack and he gets the bucket to go anyhow. Now well into the second half, he has his lead expanded to 7. He goes ahead and sees that his opponent is running a zona again, so he finds Steph sitting at the hash, which is the wisest decision. In first place, you should look if your opponent is running a zone on you. He gets the green to go with no issues whatsoever, gets a nice steal in the lanes there with Blake Griffin, keeps the tempo up, he's pushing the ball with Steph. He has a look with JR, but he takes it to the rack, and he gets the ball back, finding KD on the wing, passes out of that shot, so he keeps his patience at a high level, and he finds KD for another 3-pointer, which he gets to go, expanding his lead to 12 points. Shortly after that possession, his opponent calls a timeout and quickly leaves the game as Henry gets away with the victory 44-28. Thank you guys very much for watching episode 4 of Inside the Mind. HTB is the definition of a player that can definitely stomp his way through some public matches, but would probably have a tough time in the competitive scene. If you guys have not already, please drop me a follow on Twitch. My link will be that in the description. And also, if there's any other creators you would like for me to feature on this series, please let me know in the comment section. Thank you guys very much. I appreciate it, and take care.